I dropped out of school 6 months after starting and continued to attend lectures and live on campus for another 18 months before deciding to leave out for good. It was terrifying at the time, but looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I was expelled, which meant I no longer had to attend required classes and could only walk if it was something that interested me.
Everything was not so good. I was gone dorm rooms, so I slept on the floor in a friend's room, and I was going to hand over bottles of saved cola for 5 cents to buy food, and every Sunday I walked 7 miles across the city.
Once a week to have a wonderful supper. Herr Krishna Magic 6 with what I faced, his curiosity of my street turned out to be priceless. You must find what you love, and this is true for both work and personal life.
Work will take up a lot of space in your life, and the only way to be truly content with life is to do what you think is great. Not the only way to do business great. Eats love what you do. When I was 17, I read somewhere that if you live each day as if it were your last, you will always be right, and it stuck with me for the next 33 years. Every day, I look in the mirror and ask myself, if today were my last day of life, what would I want to do? And if I don't have too many days in a row, I know something needs to change.
The knowledge that we shall all die soon is the most helpful memory for me in accepting death. Big life decisions to be made in death almost all lose the meaning of opinion surrounding ambition, fear of dishonor or failure, and just one memory that you will die with remains really essential. This is the most effective method I've found for avoiding the mental trap of worrying about what you've lost. You already knew, so there's no reason to ignore your gut instinct. No one wants to die. Even those who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there, and yet from mortality from the common for all of us finals stop at further nobody will pass as it should be because that seems to be the best invention of life for life. She's an agent of change. She cleared out the old to make room for the new now. New is you, but you will gradually become those old that need to be removed. Health, your time is limited, so don't waste it. Everything else is secondary. When I was young, wonderful magazine catalog all over light. He was one of my Bible generation guys whose name was Stuart Brand. This is his shaft not far from
here in Menlo Park. It was in the late 1960s before the invention of the computer, so everything was done by hand using a typing machine, scissors and a Polaroid. It was something like Google in paper form. 135 years before Google Edition was idealistic. He and wonderful tools and ideas.